titties. Good luck, everybody else.
No cheating. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I knew it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, I gave you that one.
Yeah,
That's
I know
exactly
you did.
what-
I know what was going on.
Yeah. What? For every shit. That's only for YouTube. Whoever saw it on YouTube, you know exactly who won. So that's how it works.
Thanks for subscribing.
There you go. Hey, nice try.
Mm.
I liked that. All right, so welcome back. God, the inside joke for that
I
is
gotta
crazy.
say, I love being your friend, man.
It's so-
Oh my
God
god.
damn. Welcome back to the Get Fresh Crew podcast. My name is Big Fresh.
What up, y'all? I'm Crew.
Crew.
You go.
I feel like it's been years since our last podcast.
It's been so long. Jesus.
Cheers,
Been
us.
so long.
Hey.
It's
Yeah.
been long. So please.
Hey. Get on the floor. So
What's that?
the most pressing things are happening. I think everybody should know that being an award-nominated podcast comes with a lot of burdens.
It do.
And the biggest burden is knowing that you could be responsible for making us an award-winning podcast.
Come on, somebody.
But also, I like to be messy.
Ooh,
And my choice of being messy
here we go.
is the fact that my dear friend Crew is
Okay.
also nominated for the same goddamn award and said nothing.
Listen, friend, because we here. It's about the podcast. It's about a united front over here. It's about
I'm
us.
listening.
It's about the Get Fresh Crew. Period.
I'm listening. Yeah.
Type shit.
You done?
For now.
All right.
Mhm.
So, good luck. This is the second thing that she's kept from me.
Here the fuck we go.
But I had to go research it because I wanted to see the other people that we were being nominated with. And it also turns out that this famous person over here who goes to summits and spectaculars and all types of stuff
I'll be at MomoCon too.
is also nominated. Yes, she's been MomoCon too.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for MomoCon for real.
With her Get Fresh Crew t-shirt.
We need merch.
It'll take literally nothing but 2 straight hours of devotion
Let's do it.
for us to make merch.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
We
It'll
should
be-
set
it'll
aside
be
some
so-
time. It'll probably be a Friday or Sunday, but I'm so down for that because I feel like we could do so many different things. We could do like regular merch, and then we could just do extra shit because it's us. And we could do whatever we want, and I feel like
Absolutely.
we can get really creative and come up with some amazing merch.
Right now, let's go back and forth on items that we could put as merch. Go.
Get Fresh Crew. But not hand sanitizer, air fresheners.
Air
Smell
fresheners. Okay. Mittens.
Oh yes. You know what?
Yes.
I want a Get Fresh Crew like Band-Aids because like I just you remember like those really
Oh,
fun
the old
colorful fun
the
ones?
Nelly during the Nelly period.
Yeah, they used to
where
have really
everybody was
fun
getting them shits.
Band-Aids. And I don't know, I don't know. Speakers.
I like it. Speakers, condoms,
Yes, condoms.
Easily.
Easy.
very much right.
Yo, that'd be fire to have Get Fresh Crew condoms. That'd be fire. You know what?
Like I'm goddamn music. You
I
know,
feel
like
like
that.
there's these things. Did I tell you about it?
No, you don't tell me anything.
Shut up.
See, I gotta shut up and be told nothing.
Anyway,
God damn.
Okay, so I was watching this other podcast, and on their mics, at the bottom of their mics,
What?
Don't start. Do not start. Don't start.
You're
Don't start.
doing what?
BB
I'm sorry.
Trail.
I'm sorry. You're watching Hoomst?
I didn't say their name. Okay, no free
All right,
promo.
good.
No
The
free
fact that it was
promo.
another.
Don't do
All right,
that.
good
Don't
answer.
do that.
Yes,
Don't
good
listen.
answer.
No free promo. I was
She started getting
watching.
nominated, and she was watching the competition. God, I'm going.
First of all, they've got millions of subscribers.
All right.
Anyway, so I was
All right.
watching this other podcast, and at the bottom of their mics, they had like these blocks with their names on it, like the name of the podcast. I said, I want that for us, for our mics.
Wow, dude.
Just like little,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a little square thing that just goes
yeah,
like the radio shows have.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want that.
Done.
Pillows.
We also pillows. Great. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna say socks.
Yeah, I was thinking socks. I fuck with socks.
I think socks could work. All right.
You know what I think?
Ultimately,
go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. No.
No.
Double award nominated
Get on my
co-host. Go ahead.
I was thinking because we both have nose piercings, we could come up with
Yes.
some type of like Get Fresh crew piercing. Maybe in the colors for the nose,
Ooh.
or I don't know. That would be, I don't know how we would do that. Oh,
That makes something shake.
headphones, headsets.
I'll talk to my plug at Raycon.
Come on, plug at Raycon.
And
Period.
see
Hey,
if I
Ray.
can get some of these Get Fresh crew headphones.
That'd be fire.
That'd be dope. I get some like wireless earbuds and just make them purple and gold.
Oh, get out of my brain, because I was like, one could be pink and one could be green, and not green and gold. Shut up.
I was gonna say I was nowhere near your brain on that one.
Remember,
If that was the colors you chose.
pink and gold. No, our colors.
No, yeah,
That'd
absolutely.
be fire. What
it
else?
would work. It would definitely work.
I want a Funko Pop, like a Get Fresh crew Funko Pop, like the dual ones where it's the two, the big ones. That'd be fire as fuck.
What type of level of notoriety do we have to get, or do I just have to pay Funko to make one of me?
I don't know. I think you would probably, honestly, you probably just got to know the right people.
I think it's possible.
It's definitely possible, for sure. That'd be fire.
Okay.
What else you got?
First of all, Funko literally says you can create personalized ones.
Yeah, but they're like really
yourself.
basic. I've looked into that. They're super duper basic.
Oh, an Etsy market. Maybe the Etsy market.
Etsy might be the way to go. Yeah.
Hey, fuck around to find out.
Not type chat.
And then we have a battle. If y'all you gotta buy them together. Let me just put it to you like this: if y'all buy them separately, and I find out that the crew gets more sales than I do, it's headbutts.
Oh, we're fighting.
There could be a whole campaign where they buy both of ours, and they just be like, "Oh, they finally came," and they drop mine in the trash can.
Imagine.
And I go,
they're gonna light mine on fire.
Sure,
Jan.
You're with your unlikable ass. Like, what are you talking about? What else is going on in your world?
Oh, okay. So, as you know, the school year is winding down, and so the girls have like the end of the year awards. They do little musical numbers, all of this stuff. So we're watching the little musical portion of it, and the music teacher, I swear, is like a white version of you. I swear. I was like, he's kind of like a white Fresh. Honestly, low key. And then because how my brain works, I went down a rabbit hole. I was like, okay, is there like a music teacher look? Is there like because then I started thinking to my past of like other music teachers that I've seen, and it's given a pattern. So I was like, is there a music teacher look? And so I'm like, I'm starting to see a trend. I'm like, okay, is that a thing? It's just a vibe. It's a vibe. I don't know. It's the tattoos. It's like he had like a black button up with a black shirt underneath. It was just very like kind of
Yo,
like,
first of all, go fuck yourself.
what do you
Cause
mean?
I'm literally wearing a black button up with a black t-shirt on now. Are you on something like?
Yo, it's yo. I no. Maybe you should look
I'm
into
gonna
this.
take this goddamn shirt
Maybe
off.
you
It's a
should.
Punisher shirt, anyways. I don't give.
Maybe you should look into that. Maybe there is a music teacher vibe and a music teacher trend. Maybe there is.
There's only two. There's only two vibes.
Okay, what's the vibes?
I'm gonna tell you the two. The one is khakis all the time,
Okay,
right? And they almost wear a polo and
like tucked
a
in.
belt. Yes, because that's a particular set of school. It's usually a school polo or it's just a tight fit framed thing,
Okay,
right? And then the other one, we're talking music teachers.
yeah.
What are we talking? There's three. Maybe I'll put it like this. There's three. The other one is I am a man that wears a suit every fucking day.
Mm.
And then the third one, which is the rebel teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is I can thoroughly be cool with every single person.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually have tattoos. They may or may not have locks. They may or may not have piercings, but they know everything socially and and are really smart and are also really cool.
Yes.
And those people come in different shapes and sizes. They wear all different. They'll wear an Iron Maiden shirt, or like uh, a fucking Punisher T-shirt
Right.
to school.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
So there are
vibe.
three of them. It's a vibe because that person is really a musician that became a music teacher.
And that leads me to my second thought, because maybe it wasn't more so the look, but the vibe that I was getting from him that reminded me of you.
Yes.
And so, and
we're
that
musicians.
led me to my second thought was like, okay, so when did like your love of music, like, for one, where did it start? And then for two, like, when did that love of music transition from like just loving and appreciating music to I want to teach others about music and I want to introduce people into this world. When did that all happen?
This is a. I've never told you this story.
No, never.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Here's
I'm
your
excited
exclusive.
for this.
Okay, so I tell this story literally all the time.
Really?
To
I never heard it.
to my kids. Yeah, well, I mean, fake friends. So
Here
where
we
you
go.
have
So you keep
the
things from me too. See? Important
for good
things.
reason.
Whatever.
Yes, very much so. I started playing uh an actual band instrument in 5th grade. My school was K through 6 when I was there.
Okay.
So we played in 5th grade. I wanted to play saxophone. My dad always wanted me to play a saxophone.
Lit.
The director said we have too many saxophone players. Which I said, go fuck yourself. You play
Right.
saxophone. Wouldn't you like more saxophones? So then he goes, I said, well, I'd like to play trumpet. I got a lot of trumpet players.
Bruh.
Well, I filled out this sheet and it said pick your first and second choice. What's the deal here? And then the third one was percussion. How about you play the baritone horn? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's great. It's a brass instrument. And then when you get to middle school, you could play tuba. And I was like, I guess. I was really good at the instrument.
Okay.
But I never said I'm passionate about this or I can't wait to continue to do this, especially in middle school. Because when you become the tuba player in middle school, I didn't realize it until this year how necessary it was to be the tuba player in middle school.
Really?
Because you fulfill the sound of a group. When your group doesn't have a tuba player, it's so obvious.
You can tell.
When it does have a tuba player, it's full. It does all the things.
Yeah,
and that's just because of harmonic values. Like everybody else's instruments live like this high in the harmonic range, and then the tuba comes in with these fundamental low notes that makes all of these other sounds resonate louder.
I
People
love
don't know that.
That's
So low notes actually make high notes sound better if they're in tune altogether.
Never knew that.
It's a whole thing, and I can show you this one day. But so when I was in 7th grade, I didn't want to play tuba. I was kind of like, whatever. We moved to a different school. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to sign up for gym.
Mm-hmm.
And this is great because I moved and I signed up for gym. And then the band director found out that I played it too.
Yo.
So he made a deal with me and I guess the gym teacher. And this is the most illegal, and I still think about it today where I go, this should not be allowed. In my schedule, I was supposed to take gym one day and like health the other day or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was alternating.
Mm-hmm.
He said the last 20 minutes of gym, you can just leave gym and come to band. And I was like, okay. And I remember this so vividly because like one day I had like went to gym and forgot to put lotion on my legs. So I'm sitting there here all ashy legged out.
Ooh.
And then have to go into the band room wearing this bright blue shorts, yellow shirt.
No, why did they make us wear the ugliest gym outfits?
Ugliest.
And we had to pay for that shit. The disrespect.
Ugliest pieces of shit.
God.
So I come in there, walking in ashy legged, playing tuba. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Just doing it. So all this is because I continued to play music this whole time and I didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah.
I was just playing it. It didn't mean much to me. I was just playing. There wasn't a song that I was like, yeah, I love that song this year. Like, no, nobody ever piqued my interest for years. I got to high school and it all changed.
Ooh.
Freshman year, we got in and everybody's sitting here learning all this basic BS. And I'm looking around and I'm like, some of my friends I've known who've played since 5th grade are here. And some of my people I know, like, I just played with you for the last 2 years. You're here. We're all very capable. He finds out that we've all been playing for years. And he goes, why didn't y'all fill out the form? And he goes, what form? What schools are you guys from? And he starts telling them and he goes, y'all didn't get paperwork? He literally turned around and goes, you guys are my intermediate band from here on out.
Period.
This was like 3 weeks into school. He was just like, because he was probably freaked out.
Right.
I don't have a this, and I don't like. So he didn't have a basic band. He didn't have a group of kids.
Oh wow.
That came in that
knew what they were doing, or so he thought.
Right. So he thought he was gonna have to reteach like a bunch of stuff. He just literally threw us music. That was like, okay, now we got to work, and everybody just decided to work. So we're pushing it. So freshman year, I was like, all right, cool. I like band. Band's cool. This director is kind of crazy, but band's cool. Sophomore year, they turn around. I was already on the football team, so once again, band was just a thing you did.
Yeah.
And I was never really interested in anything, but I was good at it.
I feel that.
So sophomore year comes, and we get told, hey, the high school got selected to go to China.
Shit.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, this program that you're a part of is actually really good, and he's gonna take select people from the program to go to the Beijing Olympics.
What the fuck?
And I'm sitting there going, that's fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing. Jeez.
Holy shit.
Who's going to go, right? Like, so like he has like an advanced band, which is mainly seniors and juniors and stuff like that. 10th grade year, I come in and I'm in the group with 9th and 10th graders. And he's giving his speech to a room full of kids, and he goes, you're in the wrong class.
To you?
And I go, yeah. And he goes, you're supposed to be in my advanced band. And I was like,
okay.
He said, he goes, go talk to your guidance counselor. Excuse me.
All right, excuse me.
Bye.
Pardon me.
Niggas. Like, see you. I go get my schedule changed. I'm now sitting first chair against 2 seniors.
Get the fuck out of here.
In 10th grade.
Let's fucking go.
So now I'm like, oh fuck, now this music's really about to be fucking
For
difficult.
real.
And then during, I think, some time after that, you start learning, okay, well, here's the packet. You've been selected to go to China.
It's insane.
So we spent an entire year preparing
Oh, this
music
shit breaks.
over the weekend. So there were times where he was like, all right, cool. We're having, I know that some of you have this to do, blah, 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 blah. We're not having any rehearsals on Sundays because I expect people to go to church. Saturdays are when we're going to have it. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I'm on a football team. Well, he's also the band director. So he's not going to have rehearsals until later on during the year. He pushed all the times. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is fucking insane.
Hell
We
yeah.
went to China for 12 days.
That's so fucking cool. I didn't know that. That is so cool.
And so it literally, but being accepted to go to China still wasn't the big thing for me. I never said I was going to be a music major or anything like that. Here's the best part of the story. So the best part of the story is we go to all different types of events over
so
a few
fucking
days.
cool.
We played like 3 concerts. It was great. It was a magical time. But we had to go and sit through other people's concerts. And you're hearing all the high pitched strings of the and just like just all this extra shit that's going on, and you're just like, I just want to go to the fucking hotel, right? So then this is the part of the story. We're sitting there. I'm falling the fuck asleep to all of this.
Damn.
And then a group of kids get on stage, and they're all wearing silk blue jackets.
Come on, Silk.
Like, you know, the shortcut joints, right? They're just hemmed, and they all have instruments. And it's like about 20 of them, 20, 25. So it was a good number of kids. And they all get on stage. And I noticed something when they got on stage, that none of them had music in front of them. They all got on stage, and their hands only had instruments. So they're all going on stage. And I'm like, at the edge of my seat going,
what the fuck about to happen?
What are we doing?
Right.
And they played so fucking good. Just so together. Just chorales. They just played. And I went, if I can get 2 kids to just do that, to just be in sync with each other and just go and just perform.
Wow.
I would consider myself a good educator. And it was on that trip I said I was going to do music education.
Oh, wow.
So literally, I didn't even have this urge to be a music major or anything until I saw what music could actually do for children.
That's incredible. Wow. That was a great story.
Yeah, see? And y'all thought I was an asshole.
No, yeah, we still do.
Yeah, still am. But
we know.
Just wanted you to know that I was a sweetheart back then. But yeah, that is the story of why I became a music educator. So those moments, there's always something incredible. And usually most people say, well, my high school band director really believed in me, blah, 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 blah. He wasn't like that. That man was hilarious. Like, he's still my mentor today. Like, I got off the phone driving up to here. I went to his, I helped out at his spring concert last night, and I literally came here, and I'm the president of the Boosters Association for my high school. So, like, I do all this because of him. But
that's the guy you showed me, right? On Facebook in the comments and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to plan his 30th and all the shit. So he's hilarious now that he's in his older age.
Love that.
He's the one that turns to kids and goes, I'm gonna fuck y'all up when we get on stage. Like, he's that one. So
I love that.
Absolutely.
I freaking love that. I mean, that kind of leads us to where we're going. But what you been up to?
You know, I got my first migraine this week.
Ooh, those are not fun. How did that happen?
I I wish I knew. I wish
I
I knew.
wish I knew.
I,
We are millennials. You
my.
know that? I saw somewhere on TikTok that millennials always bring it out in a song. I was like, damn, we do that, huh?
Absolutely. Everything triggers a moment.
Absolutely.
But for me, I think it might have just been stress. I don't want to say it's
It probably was fine.
dehydration.
Oh.
I don't want to say it was dehydration because I know I'm probably lying. It probably was. I think sometimes no, because like sometimes I'd be like, oh, I drank like 2 bottles of water, and it means nothing because your body won't absorb it correctly. You learn
Talk about it.
along the lines about like how important actual electrolytes are, and you're like,
yeah.
So I have an electrolyte powder that I pour into my first water of the day, and then drink water after that to hopefully allow my body to absorb. But when it don't drink it, my body's usually like, all right, cool. So you drank water. That was nice. Piss it out. I'm like, come on, man.
Take
I
it
got
in.
this.
I just want to have nice things.
Osmosis, bitch. Like, it doesn't do it. But I had a migraine, and I look at migraines like I look at anxiety attacks. Like, I hadn't experienced those. So when people kept talking about them, I'm like, I understand what you're talking about, but I've never had it, and I'm good.
Right. 100% right.
Anxiety hit me probably like 6, 7 years ago, and I hated every minute of it when I finally got the shit. So I was like, fuck that. I shouldn't have to feel that anymore. I lied. So apparently that kept coming back. But when it came down to like this migraine, I'm sitting there stressed out because the fucking t-shirts, right? And like everything else that's going on. And I was supposed to be proctoring a test. And I still did proctor the test, but at some point I had to leave the room and just get different lighting. Because everything in my head was just like, usually you can have this throbbing headache and you can feel like it doing this. To me, it was like a slow piston. It was like in slow motion, it was just taking punches to you. And in these slow motion punches, I'm like, guys, just get it over with. Just get it. Take me on my goddamn misery, right? And it wouldn't do it. Right.
Damn.
Just fucking end it, bro. It wouldn't do it. So I was on the phone with my friend sitting in the car and just going, yeah, this shit ain't right. And she's like, I'm sorry, friend. And I'm like, I'm just blasting the AC, just sitting here for 20 minutes, hoping that it doesn't stay this hot. And it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Migraines ain't no joke. Did you take anything for it, or you just kind of suffered through it?
I took my ass to sleep.
That'll do it.
Yes. About 2 pills of my ass to sleep.
Right is right.
But it was also my girl's birthday.
Oh no.
So I still did all the things I was supposed to do.
Oh.
I came in. I put the big banister up of happy birthday before she got there.
I love that.
I cooked.
With the graduated butter.
It's like you were waiting for that.
I wasn't. It's just anytime you say something about cooking, it like triggers my brain. That and Finland. It just those 2 things.
Yeah, that works.
Also, happy belated birthday.
Yes. My baby turned blank.
Period.
And she's great. Right.
Yeah,
keeping her young. So my process was go to the store, keep your eyes closed, just reach for objects. But I made tacos.
Ooh,
and I used shaved brisket, and I used a taco blend, and cooked up everything.
He said, "These not your regular tacos, baby. Happy birthday."
Oh, they're not.
Period.
They were not.
I know that's
And when I tell you that, if you ask her now, and when she hears the podcast, she's gonna salivate.
Period.
Straight fucking like that.
Out here shaving brisket.
Let me put you on game. You get the taco seasoning, right? It's an organic blend, and you mix it with orange juice.
Okay.
and then you marinate whatever meat product. You don't use ground beef because that's fucking weak. You use like sliced fajitas or something like that,
Mm.
something with some substance to it.
Yes.
Make sure that they cook evenly, and you sear the shit out of it, right, so that you get all the
The
color.
fuck off, right?
And so what I did was I seared it without the seasoning on it.
Okay.
I seared everything, salted a little bit, whatever. But you
Mm.
sear the shit out of it. You pour the little marinade seasoning on it, and then you simmer that hoe.
Mm.
Lid on. Let the moistures do its thing. It'll
Yes.
completely fucking cook. And then when she pulls them out and puts slices up, and then you just go cheese, taco sauce, sour cream.
Absolutely. Come on, now I want some fucking tacos.
That's how I do.
I like
So
tacos with guacamole and sour cream.
They're a great mixture.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great mixture. Particular tacos require particular accoutrement.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Oh, agree. I love that though. Yeah, migraines are not fun. They're very painful. Did you have like any thing like obstructing your vision? Because when I get them, I'll have like, I don't really know what they're called, but it's just like little like zigzags. You know how like the little static.
Yeah.
It's just like and it's only in my right eye. I haven't had it, thank God, in the longest time, because I believe mines are triggered by like stress and like too much caffeine. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm done for the day. Like I'm in a dark room, pillow over my head. I'm not opening my eyes for now. I'm out for the day. Those things, sure, they're not fun.
No, they're not fun. I don't recommend them for anybody. But it was definitely a painful act, and I definitely was just like, I just want to get my ass home.
That part.
I didn't go to rehearsal. I didn't do any of that. I just cooked for my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Came into the room. The lights were off. Um, and we sat through 45 minutes of this Drake and Kendrick.
Oh, the
And
video.
yeah, and we sat through all that, and we listened to every song.
Oh shit.
And because she hadn't heard every song, so she heard every song.
Mm,
And we broke down and did the whole analysis of things.
I love
And I kept
that.
showing her how, like, oh, see this part here, he's actually talking about The Weeknd. You're probably confused because this is supposed to be about Kendrick. He's deferring.
That
Oh,
part.
this part, he just brought up Rick Ross again. You know
White
why?
boy.
Because he doesn't have because he doesn't have enough to talk about Kendrick. So now he's
He's
talking about other
scared.
people. Yeah, remember that part where I said, Metro, shut your whole ass up? It's because Metro needed to shut his whole ass up.
Yeah, they let me tell you something. He came out with BBL Drizzy, but the Twitter girlies got on his ass, was bringing up oh shit, and set his ass right back down. I said, well, damn, you did your big
Go
one.
to sleep.
You did your big one.
I'm gonna be one of the few people on this earth that thinks that BBL Drizzy is okay, but like the fact that he said shut your whole ass up and make some drums, and then you took a popular AI created piece and added drums to it.
Damn. He holds you. He sunned you and bitched you out.
Right.
And you let him.
And you let him.
But thank you, because
You
I
thought
like
he was winning.
I like BBL Drizzy.
I
feel like it has so
really
much
like it.
potential.
Thank you,
Like
Metro.
the right person to just take it and do something phenomenal with it. I just feel like go do your thing.
Have you heard any of them?
No, I haven't heard any of them. No, I take that back. I think it was actually no, I haven't, because the one I heard I don't even think used it. It was a dude dressed up like a doctor. It was very funny.
He did use it. That's
he did use
what I
it?
was thinking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
he did use it. Okay, so then
That's
yeah,
exactly
I've heard
what I was
one.
thinking about.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I got to hear some more because some people are actually doing a really good job, and apparently they're also doing it in other languages.
I know. Oh my god, I know.
So
it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's where we're at.
Well, we've got another thing that has divided the world. And I am particularly interested in your opinion, because you are in the education field. And so, for y'all that don't know,
yes.
there's a teacher, it's a male teacher. he uploaded a video to, well, it started off as a live, and then he responded in a TikTok video. So in the live, it was him and maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 female students around him taking his hair out. He had braids in, and they were taking his hair out. And so that happened on the live, and there were a lot of comments like what, talking negatively about it. And so he then responded in a TikTok. This is on his own TikTok, kind of explaining the thought process behind it. And people are very much so in uproar. Cardi B has come to his defense, but pretty much he broke it down to it was a Friday, and the night before, excuse me, it was a Friday, and he had a hair appointment after school, but he didn't take it out the night before because they had people coming to the school to film. I forgot the reason he said why, but there were people coming to the school to film, so he didn't want to take his hair out because he was going to be on camera. And so he said he did not have time after school to take it out by himself, so he enlisted the help of some of his students to help take his hair down. And he said because his students did well in there, it was like a STEM project or what have you, they did well. He, the last, I think, 10, 20 minutes of class, or of school rather, he got them passes to come back to his class to help take down his hair. And then he was just on live, and it kind of spiraled from there. And people are in a tizzy. Some people are very pissed off. Some people are like, there's nothing wrong with it, that he's bonding with his students. And yeah, you want me to share my opinion first, or you want to go first?
I absolutely want you to go ahead first.
Okay. So I disagree. I don't think it's okay. And I feel like I'm all for teachers bonding with their students. I think that is important, to be relatable and bond with your students. But I also feel like there's a limit. And I feel like whether it was a male or female teacher, I don't think it would be okay for the students to be taking down their hair. I feel like that crosses a boundary and a line with, so like, kind of like professionalism, but like it's really blurring the lines, and it gets really tricky and messy. And I just feel like it didn't need to happen, and I wouldn't be okay with it. Like, I believe they're either maybe upper middle school to high school students. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I don't think it's okay. From that standpoint, I don't think it's okay. I don't feel like any gender of teacher or students, like any way you flip it, I don't think it's okay. I feel like there's like a line that is crossed. And I feel like there's like bonding with students, but this is like, I don't know, I feel like it's too far. Like, they all up in your hair? I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. Personally. I feel like,
Okay. So,
the deep breath.
There's a lot going on.
There is.
There's a lot of things that I feel towards this. A few things. One, this happened in my county.
Did it? I didn't know that.
His school is 15 minutes away from mine.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I don't know him.
Oh. I was going to be like, get him on the podcast.
Get him on the podcast.
I mean, I heard he was fired, so he might need something to do.
God. I'm going to put it to you like this. To me, I have seen the equity of this all.
Okay.
Right? And I say this in the sense of, I've watched current teachers ask kids to go to their car and get things out of their car. Like, as far as like, oh, there's supplies. I need you 4 boys to help me get a bunch of stuff out of the car. I've seen that. I equate that the same amount, just because you're asking kids to do manual labor for your supplies out of your car. Right? I also put it in the same vein of people just like, I look at it and I say, this ain't so bad. The action itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the action is too bad. I look at it as, I can't stand TikTok teachers.
I feel that.
I can't stand a person that will videotape themselves and then have all these stupid conversations with their kids and then be out there doing like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, if you're out there dealing with this, how would you do it? And then you get to hear the kids and do all that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
disdain for TikTok teachers started when teachers were creating, um, you've seen these videos where they're trying to get the kids' attention instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
Oh yeah.
They'll right. They'll
Like
come up with some other phrase that's corny as all types of shit.
yes, or they'll have them like finish the lyric or some shit. Yeah, I've seen
They
those.
always finish a lyric of some sort,
Yeah.
and usually it right, and it'd be like, okay, when you see me, time you see with a skate, right, and they'd be like, please
Yes.
make sure that you have all your your books and things ready for. I was like, that is so boring. I get that you did it for your sixth graders, whatever.
Hmm.
Please stop filming this bullshit, right? So I always had a disdain for TikTok teaching.
Okay.
Whenever I record myself, I record myself.
Yeah.
So I've already understood that level of understanding. You have their full faces on a live stream.
Yeah. That's a
I
problem.
don't fuck with it.
That's a problem in
I just
itself.
I it was already a problem to begin with that you had these kids doing it. But now you're like, I'm looking at the unblurred faces of several children.
Children.
Yeah, children. Yes, you also have to remember that when you have 600,000 subscribers or followers, that these children are also going to grow up thinking that they were famous on Mr. White's whatever page.
Right. 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 Right.
So all of that plays a role. I didn't like watching the video. I watched the whole, like him breaking down all the meanings behind it,
Mhm.
and I've had conversations about a lot of these things. But for me, you have to know that some things don't need to be recorded.
That part.
And ultimately, if you gonna sit here, look me dead in the face and think, I don't see the problem with live streaming these girls taking my hair out,
That's insane.
then you're missing the entire problem, because the problem is that society doesn't like it. You can sit on the stoop of
Mhm.
your neighborhood and have the entire neighborhood take your goddamn hair out.
Yeah.
But my child, and I understand that you're saying like, oh well, the parents of those children haven't complained about it. Okay, but you did not live stream this onto Class Dojo for
Right.
the for the
For the
for the
parents.
student body and the parents to be
Right.
witnesses of it.
You put on
You live
TikTok,
streamed it for thousands of people to see it,
and you don't know
and
who
now
these people
millions have
are.
seen it, and they're going to judge you. You have to take the judgment because you put it into public.
You did. You definitely did. And I feel like I don't know his explanation of it. Just to me, it didn't make it better. Like he was like, "Well, I didn't have time to do this and do that." I mean, so you know your schedule ahead of time. You could have always rescheduled it or did it on a Saturday. Like I really just didn't see the urgency of. I don't know. I just because when I'm putting myself like not even as like a parent, but when I was in school, like I had teachers that were mad cool. You can go to, were really close with, talk to them about anything. They were, helpful and relatable and all of that good stuff. And I never had to take out their hair. I don't know. I feel like it really crossed the line. Like like, I just feel it feels. It's just so like it's
I,
like a professional level. Like I don't
oh,
know.
straight like that.
What would Joe Clark do?
Well, oh, Joe Clark would have him in his office beating his ass.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Here's
True.
your-
Mr. Clark would
Let
have
me
took
take.
him to the roof.
I'll take it to all. Look, this thing has me feeling all types of way. We
Yeah.
brought it on. We brought it onto the men's versus women situation, because I think part of his video was like, if he was a woman, they wouldn't be even talking about this.
I don't think they would. I
And
feel like they probably wouldn't as much, but me personally, I would feel the exact same way if it was
yeah,
a female. And matter of fact, there recently was a female teacher that posted a video of her class taking out her hair. Like, why are they in your hair, bro? Like, I just feel like that's such a personal thing. First of all, I don't care how cool you are with somebody. You don't know how clean their hair is. First of all, you don't know how clean these students' hairs are. Like, maybe it's the
First of all,
germaphobe in me. Like, there's so many things that's just like, why? That didn't need to happen.
The first thing I think of is, and Crew knows this, the first thing I think of is how sick I would have gotten from having all these children
Germs.
This close.
And for an extended period of time. Bro, I just, nah, fam.
It's still a no for me.
It's still
I
a
just
no.
don't. We talk about this shit all the time. I have a student now who comes and calls me her favorite. I have no idea why she does this because I've never taught her.
This is so, oh my God. I know you don't watch Evan Elementary, but I swear to, there's an episode that is literally this. I can't think of his name in the show, but everybody hates Chris. Is it him or is it his brother? Well, I know him from The Walking Dead. Tyler or something. Oh. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
He's like the male teacher there, and like the students during lunch just come in to his room and eat lunch and just be talking and asking him questions. He's like, "Why the hell are y'all here?" Literally. And then the other teachers had to like let him know, "You're the cool teacher." He was like, "What?" He was so appalled. It was so funny. So appalled. Yes, and when you said that, it made me think of that.
My lunch group started with like one particular kid asking to stay because he wanted to practice. Mm-hmm. So he went, got a pass, got lunch, came back out. Mm-hmm. Multiple kids started seeing that. There's like at least 5 now that come in. I've had at the max like 8 kids just sitting at one of my tables, just eating lunch, just chilling. And I'm like, as long as y'all clean up behind yourselves, I don't care.
You know what I want? And anybody who's listening, whether you're listening on YouTube or wherever, leave a comment. Whether it be on Instagram, leave a comment. Because Fresh, I really want you to start a YouTube where you react to Abbott Elementary episodes. I need you to do that. And I will help you edit them if you just record it. Bro, you need to, you just need to. And there's so many seasons. I think there's like, I don't know. There's multiple seasons jaded. Now. And I need you to watch and react to them. Because the shit that you be saying, I be watching it.
I've seen 2 solid episodes of this show, and it pisses me off.
This would be great YouTube content. Come on, friend.
Fine. Yes. I will consider it. Summertime sadness. Hey, I'll be right up in that joint.
Period.
God.
If y'all want him to do it, you gotta I don't know, what should they put in the comments?
5,000 likes. No,
5,000 likes. Can we get 5? Let's do 10.
Right. Just send me $1.
For one
I'll consider it for a goddamn $1.
One small price of $1.
No, this whole thing really rubs me the wrong way. And then what makes it worse is like, apparently there's a rumor, not say rumor, but there's been like some other thing going on where like they found old videos of him. You know those videos where they go, I only F with emo boys? Mm-hmm. And he had the emo filter on, and he was shirtless, just singing like some shit. But apparently the girl who says I only F with emo boys was supposed to be underage.
So he just used the sound on TikTok, and people be taking shit too far. Like
they be taking it so far. But I look at that less as like important because like unless you knew that video was a fake, like
exactly,
you saw a big butted person say I only F with so and so.
Right.
We can figure out and do that investigative journalism after this. The one that gets me is that he now made a TikTok because he's at home chilling in his Led Zeppelin t-shirt. Right?
Yeah, I seen it.
So he goes over there and just starts crying. reading the responses from his students who are, missing him. Now,
That was weird.
my question is, how are they sending it? Is it via email or is it text message? Because that's gonna be
It's
strike two for
probably
me, bro.
text message, honestly.
Because it's gonna be strike. Because let's be real, I got people talking about how they can communicate and how they make contact with certain people. I said, as a male, you will never find my phone number in a student's cell phone.
That part.
End of sentence. Until
Period.
you have graduated high school or even until like you're in that college realm. I'll tell you right now, I have a friend who is now about to have a baby, right? We're about, I think it's either 9 or 11 years apart. It's one of those. It's not 10. We're like 9 or 11 years apart. When I met her, she was like a junior or senior in high school at the high school that I help out at, right? Never had my number. Never had any of that stuff. When she finally got to college and she was going to college and stuff like that, she would hit me up on, I think, Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Whatever. It was never a situation of me sitting here going, "Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, whatever."
Right.
Like, so because I knew that. I used to work when I was in college at another high school. These high school kids want to be friends with other people, especially when they look like the cool teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, I can't contact you. Not at all.
Period.
But they're so like, it is hard because you speak to so many different people. I talked to an older lady today. I talked to all these other people that talk about these situations. These kids need some type of affection as it relates to either hugs or just the presence of being heard as an individual. And they will seek it out in any which way they can.
Yeah.
And in their head, it's honestly the most innocent thing on the planet.
For sure, yeah. Most of the time, absolutely.
Right. It's sick motherfuckers who take that and go, "Oh, well, clearly she's in love with me." And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's like, right? Like, so that's why I look at these things. I'm like, yo, I had to physically tell a child, I don't want you to think that I'm not cool with you. We're cool, right? It's still teacher, student.
Right.
But people are going to look at the dynamic of you coming around all the time and feel some type of way.
For sure.
And I don't want to lose my job for the simple fact of acknowledging you as a human being.
Yeah.
To get that you would give that same affection to an older teacher that's a woman, that you would come and say, "Hey, what's up to me?"
Right. Yeah.
And she turned to me and said, "Haters are gonna hate." And I said, "You gotta get out." I said, you're listening, but you're not. And I get it because you're 14. You gotta go that way. Just please stop. You want to have a conversation with me? Here's my office. I'm sitting in my office. That's the door. Just stand at the door. Like, ma'am, I can't. But they don't understand.
No, they don't. And you know
And
what? That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they shouldn't have to understand at that age. There's still some part of innocence there at that age. So I get it.
It's a thin line.
It is
right?
delicate, yes.
To try to adult a child in a situation, but then when they also turn around and want to pretend like they're adults, you then want to snap them back down. It's a very thin line.
Stop.
Right. Stay in a child's place, right? That's what they did. They did, right?
Right.
They used to have them sit at a certain table at Thanksgiving. Let's just be real. Now they want to sit up there and just eyeball people
all the grown folks. Right. All the grown folks combo. Go on somewhere.
So, right. He bothers me because he looks like he sits at that table with the beer and be like, I mean, nobody's looking. Go ahead and sip it.
Yeah. It's giving, and there's no way, like, there's no way he is that naive to not be aware of how things can be perceived. Damn the intentions and, all of that good stuff. You can't be that naive to see how things could be possibly perceived. Like, you kind of have to, like, plan ahead. Like, okay, why this is not my intentions. This is not in my head. In our heads, it's harmful. It's harmless. Harmless, not harmful. It's harmless. And, and all is well and good. Like, bro, you can't be that oblivious. Like, you can't. Like, you really can't. Like, I don't believe that. And I feel like people just put so much on the internet. It's just like, it is a disease. Like, because why are you crying on the internet? You really sat there, recorded yourself crying, and then edited it and put it up.
Yep.
And then not only did you post it, you put a caption and then post it. Like, it's just so much. First off,
you had to.
It's weird.
Go, Fred. Go.
I just don't like people record themselves crying, put it on the internet.
First off, he had to zoom. The first thing he had to do was zoom in, because that was not the original angle.
And he set it up. He had a mic and everything. Set it up. I don't know.
He gotta go somewhere, bro.
He doesn't seem authentic. It's something. I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't think that's okay. Like, there's a line.
I'm sure that he went to college and got his degree in education and did all the work to get a teaching certificate and become a teacher. I'm sure he did all of that. And I'm sure that they receive him as just being the cool teacher, and they look at him as a big brother. I'm sure that he is well respected amongst the kids, and that they come to him and they tell him how they feel, and they feel open and honest with him, like kids are with a lot of younger teachers like that.
Yeah.
And they can relate to you. I'm sure that in your heart of hearts, you were being wholesome and good. And so therefore your defense mechanism is, I don't have to explain shit to y'all, but I'm going to.
It's crazy.
But I'm telling you right now that you gotta man the fuck up and realize that as a teacher, you can have a connection and be appropriate and professional, but you did not need to fucking record this. What? Like, I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Other videos of them painting your nails, and you think that you're doing it for content. And let's just be real. You're not filming this for their benefit. You're just filming it because you want to be famous.
That part.
I don't want nothing to do with you, motherfucker.
That part. Like, it's just, and it was, apparently it's a middle school, not a high school. So they were in middle school. Middle school is some of the, it's like the most confusing time, the most growth. There's so much shit going on in middle school. It's just too much. Like, I really feel like he crossed the line, and he definitely is in it for the clout. Where
was the line crossed?
Several times.
Do you think the hair was several times? Do you think the hair is too much and the recording is too much?
I feel like it's both too much, because I feel like, and then the reasoning behind it, it's not giving. It's not like it's just so much. The line was crossed when he recorded the kids. Not even recorded, you put it on live. These are middle school children that you put on live for your benefit. It's not like you're under the school's, account. You're under your own personal account. You're benefiting from the views and from them being there. And there's that aspect of it. That's a line that is crossed. Because people on the internet are weird and creepy. I don't even put my own kids on the internet that, like, talk about. And, like, there's that aspect of it. And then it's the taking out your hair, I feel like, is another line that is crossed. Because I feel like it was unnecessary. I get you want to bond with them, all of that great stuff. There's so many other ways to bond and be there for your students in so many other ways. I feel like it was unnecessary. While it may be harmless, it's unnecessary. And now he lost a job over what? For what? You didn't have to lose your job. You probably worked really hard to get where you are. And now what? And now, what you gonna be on TikTok crying all the time? You can't do that. That's not sustainable.
They forced me to make a living this way.
They're gonna have to he's gonna go into to the little AI joint. And you know what's crazy? Another there's a lot of people who post shit online and lose their jobs. And it's not because other people recorded them doing some bullshit. They recorded themselves and put it up themselves and lost their job. And I don't feel like he should have lost his job. I feel like that was extreme. I don't think he should have lost his job. I don't think
he deserved to lose anything.
No, I don't think so.
But that's me, right? Like, once again, I say this was stupid for you to have to done this recording, but I also sit here and go, yeah, but I would just change this up. You know what's incredible about all of this is that the school staff directory is no longer on the website. They had to shut it down so that people couldn't look for the teacher.
Damn, people on the internet are ruthless. They need a
They're
hobby.
ruthless because I know that if I'm sitting there in my office and I figure out exactly who the teacher is, I'm blowing that phone up because I'm a shitty human being. It's me, shitty human being. Let me call this guy up and be like, so you really think it's appropriate? You really think it's appropriate?
Appropriate.
God. Let's go to the comments and figure out if other people think it's goddamn appropriate. Because
there's so many. I don't even know where to start.
Let's start at the top.
Facts. Facts.
And they detangled. Oh yeah, they solid.
I see nothing wrong. Some of them may not have a father figure or big brother at home, so keep it up. Be there for them. And then that's another thing. The internet loves to just give fucking just traumatic stories to people. They could come from a nice home. Why they gotta be struggling? Why they gotta be fatherless? Why does that have to be the thing?
Okay, first off, I want you to think
sometimes.
about it. How often have you ever, you know how many times you've made a comment, right, on the internet, on like a post or something like that, right? Besides like the obligatory, I see you, friend, or nice, or all right, or something, shaking my head. Like, those are your comments that people normally make.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a comment that was like fully worded?
No.
Like one of these?
Right? No.
Because if you did, what would be the thing that you would also do after writing it?
Delete it.
Fuck it. They just reconsider. That's exactly what I would do.
Backspace the fucking out of it.
Do you know how many times I've went, honestly, if you had, like, literally a girl said something on TikTok the other day that was just like, men, when I talk about sundresses, this is what I'm talking about. Men talking about that's not it. And then she goes back in another video going, wow, I didn't realize that men had such an opinion on sundresses. And it's like, first of all, you mentioned us, telling us what you think that we think sundresses are.
Oh, we're correct.
And then we said, you're wrong. And you're like, whoa.
Yuck. I hate people sometimes.
People are stupid.
People are shitty.
People are dumb. They're really bad. But I absolutely was about to write a whole thing.
And
You really sat here and judged men about what you think they think, and then we told you that we know you're wrong about what we thought. Like, I really was writing all of that, and I went, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. Delete.
Same. Just start just going. I tell you one time, I did slip up because it was on Twitter. I was mad I was so irritated, and I was just sick of it. So, there's Black Girl Gamers. That is a group. It's a group, pretty self-explanatory. Black Girl Gamers. Yep. It is a place for us to go, connect, yada, yada, yada. So this cornball ass white dude got mad. Talking about, well, if we did like a white boy gamers, y'all would be up in arms. Bitch, y'all don't need to. It's already fucking there. And that's the need for that. I was like, I forgot what I said, but I responded. I was like, you know what? I'm not fighting with idiots on the internet. I'm not. Normally, I would type out whatever I got to type out. 9 times out of 10, I'm backing out. I'm like, you know what? I don't really fucking care. Don't care. It's not worth it. It's not. That one don't got me. But normally, I will back about that shit. It's the
Getting
fact
in an
they all had a
idiot
comb. Child.
getting in an idiot fight with an idiot is more dumb than the idiot.
That part. That
Social
part.
worker here, you are following all of the appropriate boundaries. You are in the open, not alone with one student, and the students are willing participants. The energy is great.
All right.
First of all, your name is the Purpose Midwife. All right, just moving on.
I
I'm sure that
love
means well.
comments that be like, as a insert job title. Like, shut the fuck up. I saw something. It was on TikTok, of course. It was like, as a something nurse, I da 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 da. I was like, people can say anything. I was just like, yo, y'all are irritating as hell.
Could you imagine if somebody also turned around and used other, like, not so good titles as their reason for comments?
I
As a
should start
PDF
doing that.
downloader,
I'm gonna start doing
as a
that.
as a PDF as a PDF file downloader. I think there's nothing wrong with these children being here. And you're like, excuse me? Hello, sir?
As a pool cleaner, I think you're doing a great job.
They see this. It's these outlandish. But remember, people are gonna make comments all day, and they
Absolutely.
sound like they're making. They want to support you, right? But then their comment comes off real dumb and
Like
almost
shit.
too much. They act like you had one doing your hair, somebody massaging you, and two rubbing each foot. I'm sorry.
What?
That was what?
Wow.
They like I love this community. It's culture. It's pure bonding. I get that it's nice in nature,
Yeah, I
right?
get. I'm fully
Like
aware.
let's take it let's take it here. I want to play my students in Fortnite and MW3.
Mm-hmm.
There's a protocol,
Yeah,
and I don't know what it is, but part of that protocol would be that I would create an entire new account just to play them
for sure. That's
because
what
ain't no
Gamma
way,
does.
right?
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't sit there and stream myself playing against my kids.
because it's stupid. It's a bad idea. You know what the problem is? There was nobody. There was no other adult there to adult him. I see a comment. It says, "This is like an episode of Abbott Elementary." He responds, "I need to be in that show." Just, sir, do you want to
The,
be a teacher or an influencer? Which one?
I just he wants to be an influencer.
All it takes is one student to say you made them feel uncomfortable and your whole certification gone. It's just not worth it.
Thank you, thank you. That's another part. It's another part. I watched one of my students come in and he was trying to work on a particular song. So he came in and he was working on it. I would play the recording. I'd play my instrument. We would try to play together. I came over to check his music.
Mm-hmm.
His phone was video recording, but it was facing the stand.
Okay.
And my head ran through a bunch of scenarios. One, is he recording this to hear himself back to see if he can line up with the music?
Mm-hmm.
Two, is he recording this because he's alone with a teacher and that's what his parent told him to do? If you're ever alone with a teacher, always have your phone and just record to
Yeah.
make sure. Three, is he recording this to put me on blast or to see if, like, all that runs through my head
Yeah.
because of the accessibility of all this. How many videos have we seen of substitutes getting they shit rocked because
Yeah.
the student did this or that and this and that? How many videos did we see of teachers doing something inappropriate? It's I understand that you have up. I'm gonna say this is the last time I'm gonna say, but I gotta get this motherfucker off my screen. I understand that you did this with a kind and open heart. You did not need to show their faces.
You didn't. You really didn't.
That's all I had to do with it.
Yeah. My my last comment will be, are the boundaries in the room with us? The professionalism? Question mark?
Are the boundaries in the room with us?
I
What a beautiful line.
love those. That's like my favorite type of comment. Is such and such in the room with us? That is the funniest shit to me. God, it's so funny. I love those. But I agree with that. 100%. Good God.
It's just my new favorite thing about the comment section is people noticing the bearded dragon. That he randomly just starts holding a lizard during the middle of this whole thing. But once again, you're allowed to get your hair taken out. I think you ultimately didn't ever need to tell anybody you did this.
Yeah.
But once again, if you're honest with yourself and you say that everybody's aware and they're all fine with it in my social media accounts, and the parents also follow me on accounts and they see what I do and they are aware of this and they do all that, hey, then you've crossed your T's, dotted your I's, and did what you had to do.
Yeah.
But you know that education is also a business.
For sure.
And if their business ever looks like it's at jeopardy, they will cut employees and say that we don't have any allegiance to you.
Immediately.
And so you better get your union involved and be like, yo, what law did I break?
Yeah.
Because your union should have told you to stop making content, but you kept making content. You're still a young man, baby. Ooh. You don't get it. You just don't get it. It is what it is.
Agreed. Well, I would love to hear you guys' comments below on how y'all feel about this. And if you haven't already, vote.
How dare you? Listen to me. You got a lot of fucking nerve enjoying all this beautiful content and you didn't take the second to go vote?
Come on now.
Just look at me, baby.
In the eyeballs.
Go vote.
Please.
The link's in literally the description.
Quite literally. It's everywhere.
You ain't got no reason not to.
None.
How else do we turn this nominated? I'm not going. You all gonna get me upset. Oh, goose
Bye, y'all.
Bye.